And welcome back for championship rugby action. I'm Colin Hawley, and with me in the commentary booth is Katie Dowdy, USA Eagle, here to help me out in the commentary booth. And we're getting underway here. We got Nova and the Chicago Lions. We're in quarter round pool play here, the quarterfinals. Looking for some good action here from the women's sevens competition.
Yeah, this is an exciting match. Nova's been around for a really long time, perennial powerhouse. But the Lions have been putting in some really hard work this summer. They're kind of a new program, and I know they put in the hard work this summer, so this will be an interesting one.
Yeah, well said. Nova coming off a win 24-15 against the Mountain Rugby Selects. They beat New York Rugby 15-0, but they lost 7-17 against ORSU. But the Chicago Lions, all three wins, 45-5 against Philly. They beat the Blue Bonnets 29-5, and also Berkeley All Blues 22-0. So they've been on a roll here. Chicago Lions women just absolutely putting on a clinic here, the championship weekend.
That was some great turnover work by Lauren Heck in the midfield. Nova just needs to get that to hand and put the finish on it.
Brilliant stuff. We got a scrum down. Chicago Lions. Their ball. Great platform, moving it outside, drifting across the field, decided to take it up the guts, and great little half break. Support there to move it to the left.
Just get it across.
Oh, coming around the outside. Great looking run from number 2, Tanya Carlson. Great resource pill. They got numbers on the outside. Wonderful stuff. Breaking the tackle, moving forward.
Yeah, definitely coming in from the side on Nova. If they're going to go for that counter, they definitely have to come from the back, but it's there if they can get it.
Yeah, Nova looking to challenge that breakdown a little bit earlier. Maybe they think they have an advantage.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a strategy.
Yeah, nice little pin and loop there. Number 3 coming in, Christiane Feel, correct? File, excuse me.
Yeah, Christian's a Penn State product. She played 8 for them, got a national championship. It's exciting to see her playing for the Lions, getting some sevens experience.
Apparently, she's a 2 times Golden Gloves boxing champion.
I think that's
pretty impressive stuff there.
I think that might actually be Tina.
Well,
Tina Mastrangelo.
Going off the notes we have here in the commentator's booth, maybe a mistake there, but she's obviously making a presence felt. There's 2 boxers on their team, so very well could be her. But getting back to rugby here, bottled into touch. Nova's got to make sure they maintain possession against this Lions squad who have been absolutely great today. Perfect record on the day. Quarterfinals rugby here. Thanks for joining us, Colin Hawley, Katie Dowdy, bringing in the action from championship weekend.
Great work rate on defense by the Lions there.
Yeah, it just seems like Nova's getting the ball a little bit, but a little inaccurate with their passing. I think like Chicago has been great in just getting the ball and passing it to each other and making sure they make sure of it. None of these knock-ons, 50-50s. You know, you keep the ball, you're going to score. So
yeah, definitely too much ball on the deck for Nova.
Still got 0-0. About 4 minutes gone here in the first half. Chicago Lions ball. Great ball at the back. Loving the platform that they have on the scrum here. That's number 6, Sarah Kish. Questioning on the outside, brought down by our opposite. Nice counter ruck again by Nova. They're really attacking that hard, and they get the reward with the turnover.
Let's see what they can do with this possession.
Bringing it out
Great
to the
decision.
right. Up.
Again, ball to deck.
I know they put in the great work on defense. They get the counter ruck, and then just the skills with the pass catch, letting them down here a little bit in the first half. Hopefully they can kind of tighten up their splits, make sure their passes, you know, and just stretch the field a little bit. I think if they get that going.
Yeah, maybe they just have a case of the opening minute jitters. If they could settle into this game, get those balls to hand, they're definitely dominating the breakdown, so they would have all the possession.
And again, Chicago Lions with a great scrum.
Looking dangerous on the outside there, number 7 for the Lions.
Beeden Bender. I've heard her name quite a bit. She's absolutely a dangerous woman on the wing. Try scorer. Look for her to get involved pretty early on. And here we have another knock-on scrum down to Nova. We've had the Lions ball most of the time for the platform. They've done pretty well getting the ball back. Now Nova, an attacking platform within the Lions 50. Great opportunity for him to get the first points on the board, first blood.
It'll be interesting to see how they decide to attack this midfield scrum.
Oh, absolutely. It just seems like the team that can hold on to possession and play the phases is going to get on the board first.
Oh, interesting call by the ref there, calling Nova for pulling down the scrum.
I think we've got about maybe 6 penalties so far in this first half. Kind of slowing things down a little bit. I don't know. Which do you think is going to play in the hand, Chicago or Nova right now? This slow kind of first half pace. I feel like Chicago is going to be better for it in the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, interesting choice to kick. Sweeper's back. Let's see what she can do with it.
It's Meredith Nelson getting back there. Good work right
She's
from
got
her.
support.
Woo! Nice little show and go. In and out. Trying to look for support. Does well to get the ball back here. Quick ruck, and here we go away. Nova on the front foot. Now that's the passing you want to see from this squad. Playing with the wing on the outside. There you go. Finding the inside gap. That's number 12, Abby Gustitis.
Chicago does well to get back, work back on defense there, reform their line. Tina Mastrangelo, one of the best defenders the women's game has probably ever seen. Very experienced scrum half. Did well to shut that down on the outside.
Here we go. They have options on the outside. They just get it through the hands.
There's the numbers.
And they do.
Oh.
The final pass doesn't go to the hand. Megan Hansen has to roll back there and clean up the mess. But there she goes, breaking 2 tacklers, and she's going to get the first points of this game with 7 minutes gone. We had an entire half scoreless, and she gets in under the post with time expiring on the clock for this first half.
Well done. She really turned something out of nothing there. Hopefully that'll give Nova some confidence and they can shake off all these loose balls, try to put some phases together.
You think Chicago was on the front foot there for the beginning of the first half. And, you know, Nova just hanging in there. Little mistakes here, little mistakes there, and then, you know, Meredith coming back there to clean up an errant pass, and all of a sudden you're up 5-0 with the kick to come. Now this is when these kicks become really important. Quarterfinal play, the numbers just start to add up.
Yep.
Slots it over. We got a 7-0 ball game.
Definitely a tight match. The teams have very different strengths. Nova clearly owning the breakdown. I think they know that's a strength of theirs. They're going for the counter ruck. Looks like the Lions have the speed advantage, though. You think so, Colin?
Yeah, so from what I've seen so far, Nova was having a hard time being accurate at the beginning of the game. A little knock on here, a little knock on there, and that was able to get Chicago really on the front foot. Now, they had their opportunities. Nova hanging on, their defensive pressure at the rucks. The counter-rucking has really kept them in this game and kept Chicago off the scoreboard. I think that was a really key aspect of Nova's attack when they were kind of, like you said, the pregame jitters, you know, maybe the two-minute beginning jitters where you're like, oh, my God, trying to get this pass out there. But, you know,
we all know what that's
coming
like.
Back there and getting the points on the board. We would think Chicago, they look more clinical. Their pass catch, their structure, their scrum, looking a little more put together, would you say?
Yeah, I agree. For as new as the Lions program is on the scene, they definitely have a lot of experience. Like I said, Tina Mastrangelo, scrum half in the 2009 World Cup, great player, knows what she's doing out there. A lot of leadership you can draw from. Same on Nova, though, so much experience throughout the side. Lauren Heck, CJ, both capped Eagles, easily pulling that side together. It's a great matchup.
Oh, a lot of experience coming here from both sides.
Yeah.
Now, what I think for both these teams, Nova, I think lucky there to get a try at the end of the half. That's my opinion.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a bad pass, errant pass. She had to go back there, clean it up, broke 2 tacklers, individual effort, got into the sticks. Now, what I think Nova has to do is really clean up their play, their little pass catch, come back here firing all cylinders, and Chicago just need to convert points. I feel like they had most of the territory coming back into the second half.
The Lions share.
The Lions, excuse me. Yeah, the Lions share. Katie bringing in the quips, and here we go. Second half action, quarterfinal rugby here in championship weekend, Starfire Sports Stadium. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colin Hawley here with Katie Dowdy, your commentators for this match. Great kickoff, a way to take it on the full. And going outside of the wing to number 7, Catherine Hemlock. Now this is better from Nova. I like the pass catch that they're doing here.
I agree. I think they might have tightened it up a little. Probably talked about that at halftime. It's got to be frustrating to win so much possession just to give it back.
Oh, there we go.
Good hands there to save that.
Nova's got a line out to the left, but choosing to go weak side might pay off for him. Number 12, Abby Kostaitis.
Good read. See if she can find her support. She doesn't. She needs it.
Oh,
there it is.
Nice pass. Finding the hands of Cade Hildreth.
CJ Hildreth. CJ does the hard work on the field, and I'm not surprised she was there in support.
You know, you just see plays like that, and it's usually never the person who makes the first break, but it's always the support coming from behind. And that's just hard work, getting in the engine room and supporting. When you see him make a break, you're like, just go, just score it. But having the willpower to actually follow up and be in support, and usually you get the just deserves and scoring the try. Well done there by CJ.
So true. Should be an easy conversion for Lauren Heck. Another 2 points. As Colin said, very important in these tight quarterfinal matches that we get those conversions.
And there we go. We got 14-0, and Nova coming out right now on fire in the second half. Now we looked at Chicago Lions maybe being the favorite coming into this with the score lines they've been putting up.
Both these teams, Colin, are capable of some very good sevens, so that was great to see Nova putting together some phases. Such a good crowd here, you want to show them what these women can do.
We said earlier on, the team that's going to find their composure, play the phases, and stop making these turnovers, they're the ones going to be on top, and I think Nova's doing a great job finding the opposite woman and finding the pass, not forcing the turnover, and I really think they're showing great work ethic here in the second half.
I think Nova's experience might come into play a little in this second half now that they've got a lead. We'll see how they can manage the game from here on out.
A lot of time left to play. We got 4:40 left in this quarterfinal matchup between Nova and the Chicago Lions. A little scrappy at the breakdown there.
Gotta be careful to keep her feet there, yep.
Now, what you don't want to do if you're Nova is start giving up penalties for this Lions team.
So true. It's so hard, You see the ball there on the deck. You want it so bad.
It's right there. I just want to grab it.
Yeah, but you got to keep your feet.
Great little well-worked move there. You definitely noticed that they practiced that.
She's looking for the switch there on the end, I think. Teammate probably wanted it on the outside.
Look at that counter from Nova.
Another
It
turnover.
works out for them again. Going down the short side, she'll for sure score. That's number 10, Sherilyn Carter. And then again, you see Nova's tactic. They feel like they're the stronger team in the breakdown, and that's twice that they really get a crucial turnover. This one leading into a try for Sherilyn Carter right in the corner. But what does Chicago Lions got to do? I mean, if you got to put 4 people into that breakdown, that's what you got to do to maintain possession.
Yeah, I think they just need to get that first support player there a little bit faster. I think maybe in their first few games, they might have had it a little easy. Maybe they were getting some breaks. Didn't need to be there for the quick support, make some continuous play. Nova's definitely taking advantage of that.
Yeah,
Lions definitely need to clean up the ruck. You
saw Sarah Kish on that set move. She was drifting and looking for the switch, didn't get it, got tackled, didn't know she was going to do it. Maybe, their support was expecting something else, and it's really, you got to be on the same page with your teammates, because if you go one way and they go the other in sevens, there's no one there to help you.
Yeah. And worst of all, you've probably overran your teammate at that point.
Yeah, a little bit.
Meanwhile, the ball's being turned over because you were looking for the outside.
Now we got a 19-0 scoreline. Nova in the lead. They missed the conversion, but
deep kick by Heck.
I think a good tactic. Pin them back in their own half, and make them go 80.
Agreed.
You got a good lead here, and that's you want to pin them back in their own territory. Make them play out.
There's more pressure at the breakdowns, really paying off.
Nice hit by the try scorer there, Sherilyn Carter. The Lions scrambling to get out of their own end. Great run by Tanya Carlson.
Look how tight the defense is. I know the Lions are feeling pressured, but they can spread it.
I mean, that's the dangerous scenario, right?
Here we go.
Quick tap.
Here we go. She sees the space. Little hitch step. Now where's her support? Here's the support we need from the Lions. Better. This is better from the Lions. Again, now we got to clear that ruck.
This is better from the Lions. This is what we've seen from them earlier in the day. Very clinical stuff. Supports there in spades. Great fend off by Mastrangelo.
Wow.
And a good
effort.
tied up, and she kicks the ball back, still in Chicago Lions' hands. Can they get points out of this? Nova's just all over him. Could be a turnover here for Nova. And it is. God, just that breakdown again. Nova absolutely dominating the breakdown in this game.
Yes, definitely the difference maker right here.
God, you thought they were going to go in for that one.
Yep. It's like we talked about before with CJ Hildreth's try, though. If you don't have that support there,
that's right,
the try might go begging.
I just think the work rate from Nova in the tackle, in the ruck, in the hard parts of the game is just not being matched by the Chicago Lions right now.
Definitely, definitely.
But they're on the front foot, attacking option here, well within Nova territory. Let's see if they can get their team going on the front foot. Counter again. Play on, says the referee. Nova gets the ball back and playing advantage.
Nova taking a lot of chances in those breakdowns, and it is sure paying off.
Oh, wow. Step inside. Megan Hansen getting bottled up, but support's already there. That's off the foot. Referee plays on. Oh, blowing it back up.
She's lost it forward there.
I thought she had tapped her foot there for a second, but I guess not.
She might have knocked it and then tried to kick it.
Yeah, just playing a little adventurous right there, but here we go. Chicago Lions, 30 seconds left on the clock. And a little bit of a knock on here. Great pin and pass on the way out. Number 11, Monique McQueen. Gas lady coming to number 7, Catherine Hemlock. And she'll dot it down with 10 seconds left to go on the clock. What do you think, Katie? What's Nova been doing? Chicago coming into the favorites. Massive score lines for their team. Is it just the end of the day, you know, getting down early?
Maybe. I think those are some well-deserved points there at the end for Nova, and it all comes back to that brilliant effort they had to defend Master Angelo's break. That's where the hard work got put in. That turned over the ball for Nova. The Lions are tired, Nova's tired, but Nova's just digging a little deeper right there.
I think and how the first half ended with that try at the end of the game. Nova, it was still tied 0-0. Nova cleaning up a bad ball, running back and able to scoop that thing up, beating 2 tacklers and going into the second half with a 7-point lead. I think that had to add to their confidence.
Absolutely. I think it was exactly like we said. Those first few minutes in a game sometimes are just a little hectic, and you need that time to get your head in the game. And Nova's got some players that have been around for a long time. I mean, Nova's coach, Dana Krieger, is one of the people that we have to thank for having Club 7s around in the first place. They fought so long to get this championship series going, and look at it now. So
pretty great quarterfinal action here at Starfire Stadium. I think that the surefire difference in there, that was the difference to me, was the breakdown. Nova absolutely destroyed it. The ladies, you know, it's the gamble, right? You put in 3 ladies in there in the breakdown to win it, but if they get it out, you're shortchanged. But you said it was a gamble, and it certainly paid off for them in spades this match. I didn't think Chicago was ready for it.
No, I don't think so. You know, it's high risk, high reward rugby when you're going for those turnovers like that. You also have to play the ref a little, which I think Nova did very well. Only a couple penalties, I would say, they gave up with those aggressive breakdowns. So well worth the risk in that case. The next teams that come up against Nova, they're going to have to deal with that. I think the best thing teams can do is just be quick to the ball and get that ball away as fast as possible.
Yeah, I would like to see Chicago go ahead and make an adjustment. And usually when that happens, people are committing so many defenders into that breakdown. You just want to go ahead and tell your team, hey, we're going to commit 4. You know, that if that's what we got to do to win this ball, they're going to put people in, and we got to do it as well. So I think that could have been an adjustment made. Unfortunately, not enough time. Nova, a well-earned victory here. Next coming up, we're going to the field. We have ISEF OGs, the old girls against Old Blue. Great matchup coming up here. The Old Blue women winning all 3 of their previous matches, 26-19 against the DC Furies, 21-7 against the Surfers, 46-0 against Manawahine, the Hawaiian team. ISEF winning 5-17 against the Harlequins, tied 17-17 against the Youngbloods, and had a win against Sacramento Amazon 17-15, which was an amazing match to watch earlier on today. But quarterfinal rugby, thanks for joining us. I'm Colin Hawley.
Old Blues away here.
Accompanied by Eagle Katie Dowdy.
Yep, we think we're going to have an early try. Yes. So Old Blue getting on the scoreboard early.
First blood goes to the Blues. Wonderful stuff from them. Absolutely coming out. They've been on point all day today. I mean, winning all their pool play matches here, coming to the quarterfinals, and making their mark early on. Scoring within 40 seconds is huge. Getting the ball and getting on the scoreboard early just relieves some pressure. You can play a little bit out of pressure. ISEF coming through here, maybe just a little shell-shocked. I know they got a few young players on the team.
Yeah, Billy Nicholas has a great thing going in New York with these Old Blue girls. It's also great to see ISEF here, another team